Hi and welcome to Success Forum. In this particular video, I want to talk to you about opportunity recognition and opportunity screening. Opportunity recognition and opportunity screening. How can you recognize opportunities? How can you recognize opportunities? You need to, first of all, to understand that opportunities are situational. Opportunities are situational. You don't need a door, a big door of opportunities. You just need a window of opportunity. So opportunities are created by situations. Opportunities take the form of a real world situation. That's what opportunities is. They are created by situations. They take a form of a real world situation. Let me give you an example. Right now, as we all know, there is war going on in Ukraine. Russia invaded Ukraine. Even as much as that is a problem to many of us, and we are praying that that war comes to an end, there are so many opportunities that rises for other people. For example, if you look at the weapon manufacturing companies, those companies that make bombs, those companies that make bullets, they make guns, they make fighting jets. For them, it's an opportunity that has presented itself to them. So the situation of a war in Ukraine has created opportunities for them. I was just listening to the news that these big weapon manufacturing companies, the moment the war started, the share value had gone up by a bigger percentage. So that presents to them an opportunity. However, I'm also mindful about the fact that it may not be a very good opportunity, but it's a business opportunity for those guys. The other thing that we can relate to is we had a situation of COVID-19. Nobody wanted that situation to happen, but it's a situation that happened, and it presented a huge business opportunity for the funeral parlors, because people were dying in great numbers and funeral parlors were busy, they were booked. There was a time, I think we went to one of the funeral parlors, we found that it was booked for several days ahead. It was a business opportunity even as much as the situation was a problem. Remember, we've always said problems create opportunities. It's just a matter of how you take those opportunities. So opportunities are conditional. I'm not saying you need to pray for people to die so that you can start a funeral parlor. No. But whether you pray for people to die or not to die, people always die. We will all die one day. So the funeral parlors are making business out of that. My point there is problems always create opportunities. So if you want to recognize opportunities, be interested at looking at problems that happen. Sometimes opportunities are created in the knowledge gap, because much of the business that can be done today is done because of the lack of information in certain areas. If you take Microsoft company, for example, it's a company that took advantage of the knowledge gap, and it breached that knowledge gap, and they are making billions of billions of dollars. Opportunities are in chaoses and confusion. Where there is chaos and confusion, there are always opportunities. If you can only come in and identify, don't look at the confusion, don't look at the chaos that is there, look at opportunities. This is the reason why some people from outside run to Africa, or they rush to Africa, because Africa has got so many problems, so much confusion and so much chaos, and there are opportunities in those days. So if you want to recognize opportunities, begin to seek areas, begin to look at areas of chaos, begin to look at areas of confusion, begin to look at areas where there is ignorance, and there you can take advantage and create so many opportunities from that. Number two, opportunity screening. When you have so many opportunities around you, how do you screen these opportunities so that you can pick one opportunity that will make you a great success? Number one, you need first of all to identify a promising industry. You need to be very careful here, because you can't just jump in any business. Some industries are dying off, other industries are emerging. So you must look at the future of the industry. Which industry is a promising industry? For example, the health industry is a promising industry because people have so many issues regarding their health. Why? Because of environmental changes and issues that are going around the globe, the global warming issues. So we are going to have a lot of healthy issues where we are going. The types of food that we are eating, we are going to have so many issues where we are going that relates to healthy. So healthy industry is one of the industries that will continue to boom. Number two, you can look at the food industry. The food industry will always be booming because of the increase in the population. The more people there are, the more food we need. So those are promising industries. So you must start by identifying the promising industry. The library business is dying off because of the internet, and information is laid down on the internet. Books are all over, soft copies on the internet, and people can have access to these materials. So there will be no need for hard copy materials. There will be no need for physical libraries. So you can't start a business for the library now. That industry is dying off. So you need to be careful when you're identifying the promising industry. Look at which industries are growing. The education industry will keep on growing because of the demand and need for knowledge. And demand and need for knowledge has ever continued to increase. However, that industry is also being affected by the coming of online teachings. So you can't just rely on physical lessons. You need to begin to drift. If you are a college, university, or a school, begin to drift to online teachings, because that's where things are going. People would love to learn from the comfort of their houses, not having the bother of always coming into either town or locating your school wherever the school is located. So we are going that route. So you need to identify where the opportunities lie. That's number one. Number two, within that identified industry, identify problem areas. What are the problem areas in the health industry? What are the problem areas in the food industry? For example, the food industry problem areas is that people are now more concerned with their healthy, and so they are choosy on the things they can consume. There are certain products that people are avoiding consuming because now they are thinking about how it will affect healthy. So if you are going in the food industry, major problem area is people are concerned with their healthy and the food they eat. So if you can come up with foodstuffs that are more healthy, they've got healthy benefits, that can be something that can be a big opportunity for you, and you can make a lot of money from that. So once you identify problem areas in that area of industry you have chosen, brainstorm the solutions. Don't just create products there, brainstorm the solutions. So what solutions can you bring in the food industry? How can you bring healthy foodstuffs? Because people are concerned about their healthy and what they eat. Number three, compare the solutions with your objective. What is your objective? What you want to achieve? Is your objective about helping people to live longer? Is your objective just to create money? So what objective do you have? Compare whatever solutions you have identified in your step number two to your objectives. Then number three, focus on the most promising opportunity, because you want to take on this opportunity that will be able to make you a great success. So focus on the most promising opportunity. And I feel the most promising opportunities and industries in our day-to-day includes the healthy industry. People will always seek for healthy care. Healthy care should be on top list. Why? Because of the way the world has turned out to be. There are so many chemicals that are released in the air. There are so many substances, so much pollution happening around. This is affecting people's health, and you can position yourself to begin to help people live healthy lives. Number two industry that I feel will continue to boom is the food industry. Our populations have kept on increasing. We were not 17 million in Zambia. Some few years ago we were 14, 13, 12 million. But now we are 17 million. And huge there is a huge number of people that are coming up, the babies that are growing. All these will need to be fed. So the food industry will continue to grow. Number three, the education industry. Education industry will keep on booming. Why? Because people are now more concerned about their education. Though the education industry is drifting to online teaching. So you can do a combination if you want to go there. You can do a combination of both online lessons and also physical lessons. Sometimes at some point in the future, we may not need so much of the physical buildings that we have because of the coming in of internet and stuff and online programs that are done. Number four industry that is booming. Connected to the food industry is the agricultural industry. But when you're going into agriculture, you need to be careful. Do your nice researches because also the weather patterns have changed. The rain seasons patterns have changed. The hot seasons patterns have changed. So because of the changes in the weather seasons, you need to be careful. Probably you need consultation with the experts to know how you can do your agricultural industry. But there is also another aspect of agriculture that does not depend on the rain season. This is livestock and poultry and things like that. So that's connected to the food industry. So you can be a producer and other people can be processors. Or if you want, you can be both a producer and a processor of food so that you can take advantage of opportunities on both sides. Number five industry that is booming is the mining industry. I think the mining industry has been a great industry and it will continue to be a great industry because of the development in technology, equipment that are made. Some of the equipment that are made like computers will require some of the minerals from the source. So mining is a great industry because of the developments in terms of technology and the equipment that are made, which may require the use of some of the minerals that we mine from the ground. So those are the industries. So you must be able to identify which industry is growing, which industry is going to be a great industry where we are going, and how can I position myself? What are the problem areas in that industry, and brainstorm the solutions for that industry. Thank you very much. I hope this discussion or lesson had been helpful to you. Thank you.